Pat O'Brien, and as always, if you're the curious type, this is your home for the next hour. And as always, my teammate, Dorothy Lucey.
Hi, Pat, and good evening to all of you. We dive right in tonight with a story that takes place in the northernmost part of the world.
Well, I've heard of cool jobs, but that's ridiculous. Extraordinary pictures, though.
Pretty cool. And Adam is not the only one fascinated with the animals of the Arctic. Many of you have written to us saying how much you enjoy a group of polar bears starring in Coca-Cola commercials. The polar bears made...
We're going to take a soda break and hibernate for a couple of minutes. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Team Winner.
Welcome back. Our next story takes us to the cutting edge of...
This 6-year-old girl was scalded with boiling water. This is how her face healed 1 month later. This man was burned in an industrial explosion. His face healed like this.
Gigi Groves had a successful modeling career come to an abrupt stop when she suffered a tragic accident that burned her entire face, neck, and hands. Today...
She's here in person, and she's gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, Gigi Groves. It's hard for me to look at those pictures. Is it hard for you? Does it bring back the pain?
A little bit. It does bring back the pain, the memories that go along with it. But it is definitely a part of my life that's over, and I'm really happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about that part of your life and how you got past it?
Well, each day was an experience of its own. Each day you grew a little bit more, and you really look back thinking about it. It's one of those things where you really think about how short life is and how it could have been so much worse. And you live each day maybe a little bit more to its fullest.
People at home may think it's the makeup, it's the lights, it's the cameras. I'm sitting this far away from you. You're perfect, you're beautiful. But do you see flaws when you look in the mirror?
Of course I do, but I think that everybody always sees flaws. But, you know, for the most part, I think it's the healing, I mean, thanks to Dr. Grossman again, is really exceptional.
And you're working with other burn survivors. How's that going?
Well, I do enjoy going back to the hospital and giving a little bit back of what I received there. And I love going and talking to the children a lot.
Oh, God, it must be so hard on the kids.
It is, because they really don't understand what it's all about.
What do you say to them?
Anything you can do to make them smile or play with them and get them through a little bit of the pain that they've been through. Because a lot, you know, children don't understand pain. And adults really, I mean, when you're burnt, it's something that if you've never experienced it, you know, you just don't know what's going to happen from day to day.
I know people say this all the time, but you are really an inspiration to everybody. It was great meeting you. Thanks for being here. We'll be back in just a minute. Unknown town become one of the top 5 tourist attractions in the country? Well, it started with an unlikely family of musicians who had a dream, and here's how they did it.
You all come back now.
Here?
Lord knows. Never seen anything like it.
We'll be right back. And here's an update on a recent story we brought you. We'll be right back.
Still ahead.
If you've been watching How'd They Do That, you know we've shown you lots of commercials and how they're made. Well, when we saw this next commercial from England, really, it just blew us away. And we had to find out how it was done. Watch this.
Now let's see if you at home have a nose for how they did it. Ladies and gentlemen, in his first national appearance, Charlie Schmidt, the nose dancer.
With anyone, it's not unusual.
We said nose dancer, also cheek and ear dancer.
Yes, thank you.
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You have cat and tears.
All right.
Good job.
Now, the studio audience here knows how Charlie did it, but now we're going to show everybody at home how he did it. We'll let you in on it, too.
Let's get this. This had to begin after about 50 beers somewhere at a party. You say, hey, you got an interesting nose. Well, now, how did this start?
Well, it grew out of boredom. A friend...
I don't mean this any disrespect, but what do you tell your friends you do for a living?
He's got a nose job.
I tell them I'm going to Hollywood to do a job, and I hope I don't blow it.
That's pretty good. Will you take us to commercial?
Sure.
It's not on you.
And that is all for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. We did.
Had a great time tonight. The next time you...
Good night, everybody.
Pot of Gold. And hi again, everybody. I'm Pat O'Brien. Welcome to How'd They Do That on the road in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dorothy Lucey. The year was 1941.
Well, you may know that cameras secretly record every move you make on the casino floor, yet some people still try to beat the odds with outrageous scams. These are all caught on tape by something called the Eye in the Sky.
And here's how it worked.
$1 million Treasure Island Hotel along the Vegas Strip. Welcome back, everybody. You know, the Vegas of the 90s is certainly magnificent, but maybe nothing in the city compares to a monumental structure 35 miles from here, and it was designed by men who use slide rules, not personal computers.
Hoover Dam was funded by the government during the Great Depression at the staggering cost of $45 million, about 1/10 of what Treasure Island cost. It is the highest dam in America.
12 full pages, the places where you can be pronounced husband and wife, but one woman gets more.
Charlotte has married more than 500,000 people. Here's how she does it. Celebrities, too. There's more. Frank Sinatra and Mia Farrow, and Mickey Rooney, 4 times.
And a pal of mine walked in here one Saturday in September of 1989 and married his beloved Juanita. Now, you can tell everybody that you were in the chapel when Michael Jordan got married. We'll be right back.
And that's our show from Las Vegas. We want to thank everybody here for at least making us feel like winners.
The next time somebody asks you, how'd they do that, odds are this is where you'll find the answers.
Good night, everybody.